Martin wanted there to be a 5-year time gap in the middle of A Song of Ice and Fire, and for several years wrote the story with that in mind. The idea was that it would happen between the end of A Storm of Swords and the beginning of A Dance with Dragons, and he obviously later decided also to split A Dance with Dragons into 2 with A Feast for Crows. Why the 5-year time gap? He wanted some of the younger characters to grow up a bit, so when they came to do really important things later in the plot, they would be more mature. Remember, at that point in the story, Arya is just 11 in the books, Bran is only 9, Rickon's only 5. Also, this gap would allow Dany's dragons to get a whole lot bigger and scarier. You can actually see when you read the book that he gets his characters into places where they could stay for 5 years and just learn. Bran is at Bloodraven's Cave, Arya with the Faceless Men, Jon being Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, for example. He was going to give us a really long prologue to A Dance with Dragons explaining everything that had happened in that 5 years, and then fill in a few of the gaps in POV chapters with characters just remembering things they'd done. But he changed his mind, mostly because of characters like Cersei, who he simply could not imagine just sitting still for 5 years and not doing anything important. And also Jon at the Wall. Could he really imagine 5 years of no trouble at all? So he abandoned the plan to have a 5-year gap, even though we can still see all of this scaffolding that he put in place to allow it to happen. And what does that mean for the story going forward? Well, I'll talk about that in the next short video.